This is Peter from Sun Insurance coming alive today. It's a good session today, March the 20th. And let's talk about an important topic here. Today, we're going to be talking about the costs involved when you want to start a new trucking company. So I'm going to give you a breakdown. That's why I'm holding this calculator. And in any business, you have to have a plan before you can commit to that kind of business. So I have my notes written here, and I hope this one will help you as a roadmap if you plan to start a trucking company in 2023. I've done similar videos, but I haven't really broken down the numbers to kind of help you guys see where you stand. So before you even decide to start a company, there are two things which you need to consider. The first one is you have to decide what type of units you are going to run. You have to decide if you are going to run um, cargo vans, you are going to run semis, or you are going to run uh, the other units like Friday beds. And the factors which you need to consider is the size of the company you are starting. So you have to decide if you are going to start with 1 unit or 20 or 10. Those are critical points you have to put in mind before you can commit. Then the process starts before you start opening this company. You have to set money aside. And first, depending on what state you are, you have to think about state registration, and the state registration would determine by be determined by the number of units, like I said, you are going to run. And this one will depend on the state where you are. Now, the amount of money, this is, I'm giving you an estimate because it might vary depending on what you are doing. So you may need to have $10,000 to $20,000 to start that kind of small business, an LLC company. Once you set that one aside, this one will cater for so many things. So the first one is the money will go towards the registration costs. Before you even start, you have to register. You create your company and register as an LLC, incorporated, or any partnership in the state you are. So you have to pay a fee for that. Then also the company formation. You have to fill some paperwork, either online, and pay certain fee. So that's included. If you decide to go, let's say, to the office, for example, the Secretary of State or the financial institution, you have to travel there. So you have to factor in the fuel you are using to go and visit the office. Or if you are doing online, you have to consider that fee. And then you have to obtain the tax ID or EIN. EIN, for those ones who are out there who don't know what it is employer identification number. This is the number which you can apply on the IRS website, and this one is for tax purposes. This number is free, so you don't pay or you don't incur any costs. The second portion is to obtain authority, the DOT number and the MC number. So the combined both will be $300. That's when you do it by yourself. But if you want to involve somebody to work with you or do it for you, there are some companies out there who can do the paperwork for you. In return, they ask for a fee. But for what I'm demonstrating today is I'm assuming like you are going to do it by yourself. So it's going to cost you $300. Then you have to apply for a POC3 blanket of coverage. And this one will cost about $50 to $60. So it also varies how many units you have, but that's where it is. The next thing is to get insurance. That's where a bigger cost goes. So depending on how many trucks you learn, but I'm going to use an example of one truck. Let's say one box truck. It's going to cost you $4,000 to $6,000 per truck per year to put your vehicle for insured. So you have to have a 1 million, or if you want, you can have a 750, which is accepted by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. But in order to get loads, you have to maintain a 1 million combined single limit for the other brokers to give loads. Some other brokers, many of them I've known, they will turn you down when you fill the carrier packet. They ask you for a certificate of insurance. If they look at it and find you don't have the 1 million, they will just turn you down and say you don't meet the threshold. So remember, it's very critical to talk to your insurance agent and make sure that he knows what he's giving you when you're applying for the coverage. And another cost goes to the filing of UCR. The UCR costs, the fee will vary depending on what state you are. And also the IRP will cost between $500 and $3,000 per truck. Additional authorities and permits, the cost will also vary. Then we have the IFTA. For those ones who filed IFTA, you know what I'm talking about. This is this registration will vary from truck to truck. Then you have the federal taxes. The federal taxes, they're approximately from $100 to $550 per truck. Then come down to the state where you live. You need to do the state filings. The state filing taxes is anywhere from 500 or more. So that's what you need, but very, very important, you have to first of all decide the size of your company. The size, how many trucks you're going to start with. If it's going to be one truck or two trucks, then you have to put the money together and lay out a strategy on how you are going to run this company. And now these are the general costs. And remember, you are going to factor in costs like the cost for purchasing a new vehicle, if it is a cargo van or if it is a straight truck. So you have to factor the cost of that. You have also to factor cost of hiring new drivers. Those ones will be driving if you are not be driving by yourself. Also, you have to factor the cost for the load board and dispatch, and so many other factors. So I can't finish them all, but I wanted to give you uh, a roadmap on how this thing works. I'm very sure most of you are very new these days. A lot of people are uh, starting trucking business, even if this year is not doing very well since the COVID-19. But you never know, things change. So if you are doing a job out there and you feel like trucking is something which can supplement your income, you have to do it, but you have to start preparation in the right way. Make sure you invest enough money or you save enough money to use it in starting this company. It's very challenging. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but sometimes you might think it's very easy. I'm going to buy a truck and then get a driver and start on the road. There are so many things involved in this. So before you start, think outside the box and find out what are some of the things you might need to do before you jump out there to the road and start making money. So briefly, that's what I wanted to do this video today, and I hope this content is gonna help new people, new entrants. A lot of people have been asking me questions on YouTube comment section. So many questions on how to start, how to have your own MC number, you want to have your own independence, and this is the time you need to sit down and lay out a plan and look at the money you have if it's going to be worthy. Because for sure the equipment are going to break down, even if it's a brand new vehicle. Sometimes it might fail you and you might need to dig into your pocket to take care of that business. So before you start, make sure that you are comfortable, you are prepared, and I wish everybody good luck out there. That's why I'm doing this video, to help you guys out there, and I appreciate your support. Those ones who have supported this channel, we are now 3.5 subscribers, and I really appreciate it, and I feel motivated. So if you are looking at this video, I'm very sure that this content is going to help you, and if you feel so, please just subscribe and share this content to anybody you think might be needing this information. And if you think there's something I left out, please leave it in the comment section so that next time it can help me to make another video. Thank you very much, and I hope I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.